All right, you've got Jonathan over here with Rabbit Reviews. Just taking a look at the Abuka from MetaQuest 3 head strap, the Elite strap. It is labeled as the Excellence head strap, which made me laugh a little bit. But let's go ahead and open this up and see what we've got. Um, we do have some information on the back: adjustable fit wheel, flappable hinge, and lightweight, secure, pressure free. So inside we've got the box, and that opens up. It just says top-notch VR accessory just for you. And then within that we have the wrapped up head strap, and so we've got the cradle that kind of rests in the back. That is nice and flexible. That already feels pretty good, nice and soft. That's going to help as it rests up against the back of your head. And a user manual. Um, so with this, you kind of flip this forward, so that gives you that hinge ability to kind of lift the headset off the front as you're playing. If somebody comes in and needs to talk to you. And then we've got this piece here. Just pops into place. Lined up and snapped in. Nice and secure. And then there's a little slit right there that you can see that will lock into place the top strap. Comfort strap. It's actually very comfortable feeling. It's like a kind of a soft, almost like memory foam feel. Alright, so I've got this little sticker that kind of keeps this piece nice and neat. There we go. And let's hear that clickage. Alright, so that will help. You can see here, extend that all the way out, and then click it back to tighten it. It's got the holes for the USB-C charging and the audio. Again, this is for the MetaQuest 3. And then we've got this little head strap piece. I believe the longer piece goes in the front. Yes. Alright. So we'll take a look at another head strap. I was also sent their battery strap, and then I will take turns putting these on my actual headset and seeing how they feel. So that's the first one. Now, there's not much difference as far as look and feel and all that with the fast charging Excellent head strap. The only difference is this has a cable that will plug in as well as a chargeable battery. And this says sleek ergonomic design, seamlessly adjustable rear fit wheel offers a flawless fit for the head for all head sizes with a sleek ergonomic contour. And then it has the flippable hinge, and then it's showing it's plugged in 800 milliamp. Very cool. So again, got that little case. Pretty much the same kind of box, same top-notch accessories. And pull that out. And most of the YouTubers just chuck things, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people do that. All right. So again, the main difference here is we're going to have a cord and one of these little packets that you don't want to eat, and some instructions on how to charge. We'll check that. All right, so the same kind of flexible piece. Yeah, looks the exact same, which makes sense because that part needs to be the exact same. And a little bit of weight difference because of the battery, but you'll see, like, this battery here has a little button, and then looks like 3 LED lights that light up. But otherwise, this is just a little bit thicker. I mean, not much difference. I don't know if you can really see. Maybe if I turn those. Yeah, I mean, it's not much different, but definitely noticeable weight difference because this is just a piece of plastic and probably hollow, actually. All right, so we've got the same. Pull all this. Press twice to stop charging, it says. Press what twice? That little button, maybe? Oh, looks like it actually might be already fully charged, which is great. Get that on and play some quest games. Press once to start charging. Okay, so that's interesting. There's kind of some charging details there. Right. Throw some of this trash out. I don't need those bags right now. Same hinge design, so that'll lift up. You know, that's actually a nice feature if you're ever playing VR and you just want to lift that headset up. That'll come in handy. And then we just want to make sure we install this again. And snaps into place. And again, this part feels really like cushiony, flexible. It's got a little bit of a bend to it. It's kind of rubber. This is something nice. So I've had other headsets that have the battery pack and the charging cable, and having a clip, whether this one's plastic and kind of slides along that rail, and then we'll plug in here into the port. Whether you have that or something like a Velcro, that's definitely necessary. So glad that's included. Another headset that I have that is battery powered does not have that. So good on them. Good on Obika for including those. All right, so we've got that back there. Both of these are ready to go. What I will do is take off my current strap that I have and be back with some more video. Alright, so I'm getting ready here now with the just the normal Elite strap. So the way that I typically put these on is just kind of fish this little piece up through there. And sometimes when I have difficulty, I end up taking off the front cover, which I don't always like to do because I always feel like I'm breaking this. It just makes it easier because you've got all that space that you've got to get in. So I'm going to fish that through here. And I saw a YouTuber not too long ago use some kind of 3D printed piece in that section. So that's a nice Velcro there, very sticky. Fashioned like a 3D printed piece that ended up sticking up, but then because he switches a lot of straps, it prevented him from having to take the mask off every time and fish things back in. So I was like, oh, I might need to look into one of those because I do this a lot. I have a couple straps that are battery powered like the other. I always feel like I'm gonna break my headset, and that is not a feeling you want to have. Get it? Okay, I'm all the way out one. I'm gonna push this in just so I can make sure that's all. Okay, that's all good. All right. So again, this is coupled around the power section there. And then these snap right in place. Same with this side. It's going to go kind of slide in and snap in nice and snug. All right, so those holes line up nicely. Give you quick access to the power and audio jack respectively. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take off my headset and put this on. But then once I do that, I can pop my headset back on. All right, so once you get that kind of secured on the back of your head, this really, again, cradles nicely. I have some that have had it, and a lot of times that padding, uh, even though it's soft and feels really good, it just feels like extra weight that's not necessarily needed, and maybe even makes it a little warm there. This like plastic rubber piece there, um, is actually feeling really good. Oops, gotta adjust that camera, sorry. And it fits really nice there on the back of my head. What I would recommend is when you line that up, you want to get this part kind of resting on the back of that cradle of your head, where like your skull basically ends and your neck begins. But wow, this feels really good. And the cushion strap up top, kind of settles into place. You can adjust, how tight that is, and that kind of just brings that left and right. Now, I wear glasses, so as far as the hinge part, I'm gonna undo this a little bit, and you know what? I don't know if I um, let me just check something real quick because I don't think I moved out my goggles, so I don't want them to scratch on my lens, on my glasses. All right, so because I wear glasses and I'm also got my headset on so that I can record this, I can't really just flip the headset up. But what I will say is, and I'll show you, I'll demonstrate, I'll take my glasses off. You can get it to flip up while it's still cradling the back of your head. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so I took my glasses off, and it's going to be hard to show you this with the headset on, but I'll pull the headset off and just kind of do it, and then I'll put the headset back on so that you can hear me talk, okay? All right. So it does work because this back piece cradles the back of your head. You can flip up the goggles and uh, be able to look around, use your phone or whatever if you're not in mixed reality. See other people in the room, take care of something in your house if you have to. And the headset will still rest, most of the pressure on the back of your head, and then this top strap kind of keeping that in place. Now for me, because I wear glasses, it's really hard for me to just flip that up because my glasses are going to get caught in the underside here of the Oculus Quest, or sorry, the Meta Quest. Um, and and so while the hinge is appreciative, it doesn't really seem like something I'm going to be using since I have glasses. All right, so I had a little bit of camera issues with my computer. So again, having glasses on, the hinge, uh, it doesn't exactly work for me because my glasses are going to get caught in here on the underside of the Quest headset. I am looking to get lens inserts, so hopefully that won't be an issue, and the hinge portion will actually be usable for me. The other thing I noticed is that when I took off the headset, um, it seems like this does not lock into place, so you can just like push it. I don't know if that will cause some wear with the mechanism in there. So that was a little, it's not upsetting. It's just something to be aware of, that like it's not going to lock into place and keep your size, so to speak, because like just a little nudge will change that. So you might be readjusting. So just make note of that. Like for me, when I put the headset on, or if somebody else is using it, I would have them go all the way extended out, put this on the back of their head, and then put that over. Now, if they wear glasses, I do it the opposite. I put my face in first, and then pull it back, and then using the turn, it's just turn to the right, and it tightens it, and back to the left to loosen it. And then once you have that kind of in place, that's where you set this top strap so that it feels comfortable, not adding too much pressure, but actually relieving the pressure of the headset. So overall, I feel like this Elite strap, like I have the original Quest 3 strap that comes in with it. Um, I think I used that for like 2 days before I had another head strap that I purchased, and the other head strap is leaps and bounds better. It's comfortable. It's kind of like this, like what Abuka gave me, and sent us for review. And I think one of the first things you need to do if you get a headset, whether it's an Oculus Quest 2, sorry, MetaQuest 2 or a MetaQuest 3, is you want to make sure you upgrade your strap. That's going to be the first thing you're going to want to do. So that being said, I'm going to end this part of the video, and then I'm going to install and put on the battery pack one and let you know how that feels. All right, so I'm back now with the battery pack, so you can see thicker. It does have a little LED light here. Might come through on the camera. Fortunately, my room is not set up for lighting and for videos like this, so you can see there. So it just indicates full power, 75%, 50%, 25%. Don't know if it makes any sound when you charge it or anything like that. There is a little USB-C plug right there. So I'm assuming if I plug that in, let's see, I have a cord here. Now, I am just plugged into my MacBook, so I don't know if that'll actually charge it. Probably not. I do not have, with all the cords that I have over here, I do not have a powered USB-C that I know of. Let me see if this one. Yep, okay. So I just plugged it in. I've got a cord over here. Can't really stretch that far. But the lights indicate it's blinking. And so it was at 75%, so it's blinking at that third light. And then I'm guessing as it fills up, it'll blink at the last one, and then it'll be done. So I'm going to go ahead and it said you can long press to stop charging. All right, not really sure. Just hold down and see. All right, so as far as the headset goes, again, there's just a little bit of extra weight from the other strap, which I've put up here. And it just adds, I don't know, for our American audience, maybe half an inch. So whatever that is in centimeters, I'm sorry for our UK friends. But we Americans will do anything to not use the metric system, as the meme says. So I'm going to pop this on my head. I'm guessing it's going to feel pretty much the same, just with that little extra weight. But perhaps this top strap will help with the counterbalance. So give me 1 second. Yeah, so again, I feel like this knob feels a little bit sturdier. I don't know if that's just I don't know, it just feels like there's more that it's gripping into, maybe in the mechanism because of the battery and how that's all laid out, than the Elite non-battery strap. But as far as having this on, yeah, the weight is counterbalanced. I actually could tighten this up a little bit, kind of find that sweet spot. And and again, you've got the soft, uh, kind of flexible plastic in the back, and the headset really sticks on your head. Like may not look like it, but I do some VR fitness games and activities in VR, and moving around your head, sometimes really fast. You want to make sure that stays in place so that your vision's not, shifting, or maybe your, stuff's being obscured. But it does seem to stay on, and I don't have it like tight. It's not like uh, squeezing my head. It doesn't hurt. This flexible pad feels really good. There's some good space back there on the back of my head. So as far as like airflow, I feel like that would be, something that helps there. And then again, you've got that same really almost like memory foam cushion. And it actually just feels like the weight of the headset's kind of been taken off. Maybe the only thing I would need to like adjust a little bit is how the headset rests on my cheekbones, and I think that's something that is more a Meta Quest problem and not a something a strap will fix. But this feels really good. One thing I'm kind of curious about is like with the power cord here, like is that gonna kind of push into my head in different ways, or will that as it comes back out, and again, I've got this headset on, so it's a little difficult, um, but it just goes into that piece, that clip, um, and that clip doesn't go any further, so it stays on that side of the hinge. I'm just wondering if that wire will, like, it just seems like the wire is a little too long, maybe, to go from front to back, because the hinge doesn't go out that far. If I stretch it all the way out, it's only going out to there, and there's still this whole bit of wire. I'm wondering if that something could have been done there to maybe alleviate that, because this hanging, kind of out there, I feel like it could also get crimped or turned in funny ways within a case, which I have a couple of those to show you too. And that, so that'd be my one concern. My other just thought is, let's put this thing through its paces and test it out, see how much it increases my battery life. Right now it's showing, like I said, 75%. So I'm going to get this thing charged up and probably be back tomorrow with more on this video and being able to test out the battery strap from Abuka.